I often think I need some oolong tea in my almond tofu. So this is almond tofu oolong. Now, oolong is kind of a catch-all term because there's such a wide variety of teas that are prepared as oolong. The main differentiator between oolong and regular tea is that you oxidize the tea leaves prior to preparation. Oxidized as in the leaves are chemically changed to taste different. And as for almond tofu, as far as I can tell, this is a misnomer on the level of icy Greenland because there's no soy or tofu in it. It's made out of actually apricot kernel milk. So I guess it gets confused because apricot kernel milk tastes a lot like almond milk in terms of its flavor and its properties, I guess. So within an apricot, there's a stone, which is the seed, and if you break it apart, there's something called a kernel in it, and if you process it, you can create either oil or a liquid that is similar to almond milk. And FYI, apricot kernels contain something called amygdalin. It is a precursor of cyanide. So if you've ever heard of a cartoon series called Case Closed in the US, or Detective Conan, it's kind of hard to explain, but it's a series that got started over 20 years ago. It's a high school detective who was given a poison by a mysterious organization, but instead of killing him, it changed him on a cellular level to about the size of what he was when he was a first grader. But he still has his brain, so he's still a really cunning detective, if you will. And it's a weekly show, and a lot of people are murdered and poisoned and killed, whatever, but they're often killed with cyanide. And it's not exactly a catchphrase, but they often smell the scent of almonds wafting from the person's or the victim's mouth. So I guess cyanide smells like almonds, which kind of smells like apricot kernels. I don't know. There is a list of calories and ingredients on screen. I don't think anything has almond kernels in it, so I guess it's all recreated with fragrance. I'm not getting any smell or scent. Hold on the nose. Wow, wait a minute. That smells of both almond tofu and oolong tea. And this smell isn't this isn't a Reese's peanut butter cup like good amalgamation I'm smelling. All right, bottoms up. Oh no. No. Yeah, at first blush, it's almond tofu, and then very quickly after, it's oolong tea. And wow, why? This is no, like, okay, so oolong tea, I like oolong tea. It's not cloying. It's crisp. And onion tofu is how they call it in Japan. But almond tofu, I like almond tofu too. It's a light, sweet dessert that you might get at like a Chinese restaurant. But boy, I can take almond tofu and oolong tea as a meal separately, but I don't toss them in a blender and drink it as one thing. And the guys at Itoen shouldn't have done this. 'Tis a shame. Okay, till next time, the drink's on me.